Hey guys, it is me here, James Ankith here on NASCAR 14 here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the next race of the season, as we're closing right up on the chase. Only 3 races to go with this one, including this one, sorry. And I'm going to be running the Dental paint scheme for this race and Atlanta for the next one. And then we'll be back to normal for Richmond. And then it's on to the chase, the final 10 races of the season. Cannot believe it's going so close to the end of the season already. Thinking about championship time. We qualified on pole by just over a tenth to Denny Hamlin, and Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin matched their times on qualifying. They got the exact same time, so it's going to be a tough race here. We've got Hamlin, Harvick and Johnson, and then Gordon Jr., Keselowski, Busch, and I think that's Kenseth and Vickers and Boyer and Biffle. And here we go. We're away for the night race at Bristol. 25 laps. Oh, we make a good, decent start there. Just stay away from the wall. We're going to have to. And Johnson's up into second place. So we're not gaining that much in points on him if he finishes right behind us, but we're still working on it. We're going to be the number 1 seed going into the chase, that's for sure. But here we go. It's going to get a bit of a tricky race going into these last few laps as the race progresses. As we're on lap 3, so we've got half a second lead over the 6-time champion Jimmy Johnson. There's not many people that can say that, to be perfectly honest. But we're running well. Nearly got a second over him now, but we're bouncing into the limiter, so we're maximising everything out of this course that we can get. Coming off the corners, down the back straight. We're getting a good run, that's why we're getting into the limiter and can't get any quicker than 143 mile an hour, which I'm surprised about, to be honest. But we've got a lot of acceleration in these cars, and we've got a 2-second lead now, as we really, I don't know how I've got so brilliant, how I've got this good at Bristol, to be perfectly honest. I am good at Bristol. I have been on other games, but not, well, apart from NASCAR 2000. That one was really difficult, that track at Bristol for me. But as we're coming up on starting lap 10, we just back off the pace a little, I think. Should we back off the pace a little? I don't want to, but it's probably advisable with how close we get into the wall. But here we are, we got almost a 3-second lead now over Johnson as we hit lap traffic. No slower cars, now it's lap traffic. Is that not Martin Truex, it's Ryan Truex, sorry. Can we get on the inside? Don't want to make any contact with any car, no matter if it's a lap car or not. Here we go. Johnson's closing in now since we're coming up on lap traffic, but I don't want to hit a car. I don't think I touched him. I think we just scared him out the way a little bit. Now we can get back into his rhythm, if we can find one, on lap 13. We're going to be on lap 14 now, and I'm surprised we're running this well, to be honest, even after the last race at Bristol. I turned the difficulty up, but it doesn't seem to have helped it at all for this track at Bristol. But the next one at Atlanta is going to be a good race as well, because it is a good track for me. Atlanta can get a good rhythm there. Not sure if it's the same everywhere else for everyone else, but this Dental paint scheme does look good at night, doesn't it? outside of Michael McDowell and blocked him by Josh Weiss. So you're going to go for... We made contact with him, but he got on the brakes a bit early. I keep having almost saying Scott Speed because we didn't get NASCAR 13 on, you know, PS3 and all that. We had it on PC, and my PC or laptop I use isn't good enough for playing games, so I'm used to saying Scott Speed and instead of Michael McDowell, so I'm used to seeing Scott Speed in the 95. But first time I saw Scott Speed race was actually when he drove for Toro Rosso in the Formula 1 season. In 2006 was his first, I think, when Scuderia Toro Rosso had their first season, but climbing the hill there, got Michael McDowell on his inside, Pat Gligerman in front, and JJ Yaley all a lap down now. And just as I looked up to the positions now with working lap 21, so 5 laps to go, Johnson is no longer in the top 4, so he might have the points lead at the end of this race. It was a goal, like I've said, to get the points lead back before the next race before the chase starts. And the gap's closed up to just over 2 seconds now as we're coming around to 4 laps to go. No, wait. I got confused there. It's 3 laps. I'm not really sure at the moment. I always get a bit confused with it. I'll just be quiet for now about the laps, how many laps are left, but we're running well. But he's trying to figure it's David Gilliland in the 38. Oh, we met contact with him, did not want to do that. But here we go, we're pressing now. Can we get him on the inside? Final lap of the race. Are we going to sweep Bristol? It looks possible. It doesn't look like there's going to be anything else that we're going to do here at Bristol. But sweep it. Danica Patrick wins at Bristol again. The night race this time. In the Aspen Dental car. Which is a good looking car. I do prefer a GoDaddy. Oh, I forgot. I always forget. I was just trying to change camera view and I've been playing a different game that you select to change camera. We won Bristol anyway. That's the main thing. There she is. The Irwin Tools night race winner, Danica Patrick. She's going to win this season, mark my words. She's going to win this season. In 2015, there's no stopping her. So we'll check the points. Johnson didn't finish in the top 10. We led all the race, thankfully. Johnson finished 13th. Keselowski 16th. He was around the front at one point, but there we are. Cars up to 35th, or a lap down. And the other cars, like Alex Bowman, and that was at risk of being a lap down, but I wouldn't have put them a lap down. I don't think I would have had enough time, but how could I remember that one, to be honest? But Talladega, of course. No, I think it was 2011, was it? 2010? Well, Earnhardt Jr., because I think he was the only one of them 3 that drove then. We get harder and harder these questions, but okay, we're 13 points back. 13 points back as we got 11 wins, 14 top 10s and 11 poles. But we're in good position. I'm sorry for yawning. We're in good position going into Atlanta with only 13 points back, after 24 races, which it was them Pocono races, I think, that really affected us, and they come so close together, so you can't sort of deal with the impact of what's happened. But here we are, 2 races to go before the chase. I'm getting excited for this chase, especially for some of the races they've got. We've got basically our best tracks in the chase. Maybe New Hampshire might be a bit of a problem. Dover is going to be alright if I can get up front. Kansas, we had problems there. Charlotte, I did brilliant. Talladega, well, what can I say about Talladega? His first race wasn't so good. I finished 7th at the first Martinsville race. Second, as you all know, I finished at Texas. Phoenix, I finished just outside the top 10. And Homestead, I'm going to increase the race percentage in that race, maybe to about 25-30%, maybe, so it's a longer race, so it's a bigger episode for you, well, bigger video for you guys to watch, and plus it's the championship race, and I would like pit strategy to come into play for that one. But yes, it should be good. And our next race is here, Atlanta Motor Speedway. 1480 we got in his first pole time at Bristol, but Atlanta is his next race. Hopefully it should be just as good as Bristol, but a lot closer, to be perfectly honest, I would want. But it's not far now for the chase, couple of races. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure you guys are. And I'll see you at Atlanta.